Are you a curious person? Then keep watching and learn how to live intentionally.
Can you be persuaded to change your mind based on new evidence? How open are you to new perspectives? Open-mindedness means being ready to listen to new ideas and different views without judging right away. It helps us learn, adapt, and understand others better by questioning our own beliefs. Being open-minded leads to better problem-solving by welcoming different opinions and creative answers. A major part of our learning for personal and professional growth is tied to how open-minded we are. Through this guide, we will explore the concept of open-mindedness, its benefits and practical steps we can adopt to cultivate it. On the agenda, as always, we will begin by going over the objectives of the course, explore the concept of open-mindedness. We'll contrast open-mindedness with closed-mindedness and learn the benefits of open-mindedness for mind and body. We will look at the dangers of my side bias and finally review exercises that can help us build open-mindedness. By the end of this course, you will gain valuable insights and tools to embrace open-mindedness as a lifelong habit, identify common cognitive biases that hinder open-minded thinking, learn practical applications of open-mindedness in various contexts, including personal relationships, workplace, and society in general. For inspiration, hear the quote of the day. Let's review some reflective prompts before we get started. Have your journals out, feel free to pause the video and take a few minutes to reflect on these questions and write down your answers. Remember to be as honest with yourself as possible. Don't forget to like this video and share your response in the comments below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you consider yourself? How do you typically react to ideas or opinions that challenge your knowledge? Are you open and curious, or do you tend to push back based on your existing beliefs? Is there an instance where you changed your viewpoint or belief due to new information? Open-mindedness is the quality of being receptive to new information, perspectives, and experiences without jumping to judgment or reacting based on personal bias. It involves a willingness to consider alternative viewpoints, question one's own beliefs, and adapt based on evidence and reason. An open-minded person is one who is not afraid of information that challenges their beliefs and is willing to have thoughtful conversations with others to better understand different issues. It doesn't mean you're indecisive or wishy-washy. It means you value truth and are willing to consider different perspectives before forming an opinion. After looking at all the facts, an open-minded person can make clear decisions and stick to it. This approach to information consumption promotes critical thinking, encourages lifelong learning, and enables constructive conversations when faced with conflicting viewpoints. It is an essential skill for personal development and effective problem-solving. The opposite of open-mindedness is called the my side bias, which means you're more likely to seek out evidence that supports your initial beliefs. While most people have this bias, some people are more biased than others. We have defined open-mindedness above, so we'll briefly look at closed-mindedness and what it means. Closed-mindedness implies a narrow, inflexible way of thinking about certain things. It is a more rigid outlook to knowledge and not particularly receptive to learning or new information, especially one that challenges a long-standing or strongly held beliefs. While open-mindedness on issues is synonymous with curiosity and a willingness to listen to dissenting viewpoints, closed-mindedness is comfortable with current knowledge and unwilling to let in new information for fear of the discomfort or disruption it might cause. With that in mind, what beliefs do you currently hold that you are unwilling or afraid to challenge? Why? Share your response in the comments below. Open and closed-mindedness are opposing ways people interact with the world. Understanding these mindsets helps us identify how we, as individuals, receive and process information, especially when it contradicts strongly held beliefs. Closed-mindedness rejects contrary evidence or facts that challenge our beliefs, often due to fear or the desire to avoid admitting we might be wrong. This mindset hinders personal growth and learning. It can cause us to become stuck in our views and miss opportunities for progress. Open-mindedness fosters mental and emotional growth. People who are open-minded remain calm and less upset when proven wrong. The opposite is true for closed-minded individuals, who often display weaknesses in emotional intelligence, especially self-awareness, empathy, and emotional regulation. They become defensive, upset, or angry when proven wrong. Widespread closed-mindedness on key societal issues can stunt progress, as we assume that what we know is enough and are reluctant to rock the boat. It causes people to instinctively fight against change, even one which could benefit them in the long run. Complex problems requires innovative solutions that can only be achieved when we engage with different viewpoints. Being open-minded encourages teamwork, creativity, and progress. Closed minds tend to prolong or worsen personal and societal problems because they avoid trying new approaches. Note, while open-mindedness has its many benefits and we certainly advocate for it, it is important to acknowledge that closed-mindedness can be seen useful in certain situations. Sometimes, strong beliefs gives people a sense of stability, identity, and even moral direction. But it is still important to balance staying true to our values with being open to learning and growing. The value of open-mindedness for us as individuals and society at large cannot be overstated. An open-minded person never stops learning, and the more we know, the better we are for it. The following are some of the benefits we gain from keeping an open mind. Humility, by understanding that we don't know everything and still have a lot to learn, helps us stay open to new ideas, experiences, and opportunities. Self-awareness. Being open-minded means we actively and objectively think about our beliefs with a willingness to question them. We are better able to challenge our assumptions and preconceived notions to ensure our beliefs are grounded in reason. Tolerance. Open-minded people are more willing to engage in conversations with others outside their immediate bubble and actively seek out viewpoints that differ from their own, with a view to learning. They are usually more accepting and tolerant of diverse cultures. Empathy, meeting and learning from people of different traditions and cultures, helps us understand and care about their experiences, even when we don't face them ourselves. It also makes us more willing to speak up or act on behalf of others. Effective problem solving. Being open-minded helps us find new and creative solutions by looking at problems in different ways. When we stop sticking to old ideas, we can discover new possibilities. Many artists, scientists, and business people have made important discoveries and changed how we see the world because of their willingness to explore beyond their boundaries. Societal advancement. Many human progress happened because open-minded people did not accept simple or common answers. Instead, they looked for other solutions to problems. Discoveries like germ theory, vaccines, farming irrigation, and fertility clinics came from questioning old beliefs that problems were punishments from angry gods. Personal growth. Open-mindedness builds emotional intelligence and helps us grow. When we challenge our beliefs, we open ourselves to learning. This leads to a deeper understanding of people and the world, allowing us to make better, more responsible choices. A lot of people exhibit a my side or confirmation bias when consuming information, by viewing events through their beliefs or a narrow lens. People naturally seek and accept information that confirms their beliefs while dismissing or downplaying contradictory evidence. This pervasive cognitive bias influences various aspects of life, from political or religious discourse to personal relationships and even scientific research. It can negatively impact our understanding and response to issues. Recognizing its presence and negative impact on how we acquire knowledge is crucial for overcoming it and building a society that values open dialogue and critical thinking. Origins and prevalence. Cognitive roots. Similar to how we find comfort in familiarity and routine, the human brain naturally seeks consistency and mental comfort. When faced with information that contradicts our beliefs, we experience cognitive dissonance, a mental discomfort that pushes us to dismiss, rationalize, or ignore opposing evidence. Emotional roots. Our beliefs can often become tied to our identity, values, and social belonging. Challenging those beliefs can feel like a personal attack, triggering defensive emotions rather than rational thinking. This attitude is unfortunately quite prevalent among people of all ages, cultures, and intelligence levels. Everyday thinking. People tend to read news, join groups, and follow social media accounts that reinforce what they already believe. Education and expertise. Even well-educated or highly intelligent individuals are not immune. Studies show that intelligence often helps people justify their biases more effectively, not necessarily overcome them. Social and political contexts. In polarized societies, my side bias becomes especially visible people cling to opinions that match their political, religious, or cultural group while dismissing opposing evidence. Digital amplification. The internet and algorithms intensify this bias by curating echo chambers, spaces where people mostly encounter information that confirms their worldview. The impact on decision-making. My-side bias has a powerful and often negative influence on how people make decisions, personally, socially, and professionally. Because it clouds objectivity, it can lead individuals and groups to make choices that feel right but are actually flawed or uninformed. People generally develop a distorted perception of evidence when they seek information that confirms what they already think. They would impulsively ignore or discredit evidence that challenges their view. This results in selective reasoning, where decisions are based on partial or one-sided information rather than obtaining the full picture. My-side bias often gives people a false sense of certainty when they are convinced they're right. They become less likely to question their assumptions, reevaluate facts, or seek feedback. This overconfidence can cause risky decisions without sufficient evidence, resistance to expert advice, and/or unwillingness to admit mistakes. My-side bias can lead to stunted learning and growth because it prevents individuals from seeing mistakes as learning opportunities. Instead of asking, "What can I learn from this?" they focus on proving I was right. This attitude restricts creativity, adaptability, and long-term improvement in both personal and professional contexts. My-side bias worsens societal polarization by creating echo chambers and reinforcing existing beliefs. This makes us less willing to consider alternative views, limits open dialogue, and hinders progress, collaboration, and healthy relationships. Decision-making becomes emotionally charged rather than evidence-driven when people interpret disagreement as a personal threat. Discussions escalate into arguments instead of analysis. This hinders collaboration, problem-solving, and compromise, especially in workplaces, communities, and governments. On a larger scale, widespread my-side bias contributes to polarization and breakdown of civil discourse, misinformation spreading through selective sharing of facts, and ineffective policymaking, where ideology outweighs evidence. Overall, my-side bias narrows thinking and replaces evidence with ego. It undermines critical reasoning, cooperation, and growth, making it one of the most significant barriers to sound decision-making in modern life. Awareness is the first step in reducing my-side bias that requires conscious effort and emotional maturity. Since it is rooted in human nature, the goal isn't necessarily to eliminate it completely, but to manage it through humility and disciplined thinking. Recognizing its presence allows us to challenge our assumptions and seek diverse perspectives. It is important to cultivate an open-minded approach that actively seeks out differing viewpoints and evidence, even if they contradict our pre-existing beliefs. It is important to practice active listening, learn to listen to understand, not to reply. Paraphrase what others say to confirm comprehension, and resist the impulse interrupt or mentally prepare your counterargument while they speak. Be curious about why others think differently. Develop the habit of reflecting before reacting. Learn to stop and think before responding to controversial topics. Ask yourself, am I protecting my ego or pursuing the truth? Seek to answer honestly, and remember to keep a journal to explore your thoughts, emotions, and triggers. Engaging in constructive debates with diverse opinions can broaden our understanding and reduce my-side bias. Critical thinking and seeking information from reputable sources helps mitigate this bias. Additionally, creating an environment where diverse opinions and perspectives are welcomed and respected can encourage more nuanced thinking and productive engagement. We are at another opportunity for honest reflection. Take a moment to reflect on these prompts. Feel free to pause the video and be intentional with your response. What are some ways in which you actively cultivate open-mindedness in your life? How can society benefit from a broader adoption of open-mindedness? Do you think there are any limits to open-mindedness? Are there certain ideas or beliefs that you feel should not be entertained or considered? If so, why? Share your thoughts with us in the comment below. Just like any other skill, open-mindedness can be cultivated and strengthened through conscious effort. Here are some exercises we can carry out to help build open-mindedness in our daily lives, in addition to the other items listed that help us mitigate my-side bias. Challenge your biases, reflect on your own biases and assumptions, and consciously challenge them. We all possess biases, but acknowledging and examining them is necessary for personal growth. Make a habit of questioning your preconceived notions, stereotypes, and generalizations. Consider alternative perspectives to broaden your understanding of others and the world. Try new experiences. Stepping into unfamiliar territory can be an excellent exercise for open-mindedness. Engage in activities, hobbies, or events that are outside your comfort zone. This exposes you to new ideas, cultures, and ways of thinking, fostering an open and accepting mindset. Practice mindfulness. Take a deep, calming breath when you hear something that normally enrages you. Count to 10, listen before you respond. Engaging in mindfulness exercises, such as meditation, helps us become more aware of our patterns of thinking and reacting. Cultivating open-mindedness is not simply about being agreeable or tolerant. It is about developing the courage to think freely and the humility to keep learning. An open mind recognizes that knowledge is never complete and that growth requires a willingness to question, listen, and adapt. By embracing new ideas and perspectives, we expand our understanding of the world and of ourselves. Open-mindedness helps us respond to challenges with curiosity rather than fear, connect with others through empathy rather than judgment, and make wiser, more balanced decisions based on evidence instead of ego. Ultimately, cultivating open-mindedness is an act of emotional maturity and intellectual integrity. It protects us from rigid thinking, prevents conflict born out of misunderstanding, and fuels creativity, innovation, and progress. To be open-minded is to live as a lifelong learner, one who values truth over pride and understanding over certainty. Thank you for learning with us. You can find the full guide on our website, www.thereflectivehuman.com, that allows you to go through the reflective process at your own pace. Have a journal handy to answer additional reflective prompts. This will help you track your growth and progress over time. It also contains further reading materials and book recommendations that will help enhance your reflective thinking journey. Links are also provided in the description box. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and add your comments below. Join us next time as we discuss other topics in our quest to build a community of critical thinkers and practical problem solvers. In the meantime, strive to remain curious, recognizing that our understanding of the world is constantly evolving. See you then.